ports and arthroscopic surgery and the coveted diagnosis of day-to-day, all to chronicle the inevitable injuries that can afflict your favorite team. But as Keith Olbermann tells us, it was a challenging, physical, and brutal year for the fluffy, the furry, and the obnoxious, the Mascots.
Not perhaps since Reggie Jackson's devastating hamstring pull in '72 had the ALCS seen such far-reaching carnage. Slider, mascot of the Indians, tears 2 ligaments in a devastating dance accident. The game performer struggles on, using his few remaining uninjured extremities to reassure a horror-stricken Cleveland crowd.
Hopefully, you know, surgically everything will be fine, but he really did injure his knee quite severely, and hopefully, like I say, the surgery will put him back on his feet again.
As often happens, the heartfelt loss of the Indian star inspires those who struggle on without him. Jim Thome's 6th inning 2-run homer puts the Indians in front to stay while Slider recuperates. And what kind of pitch did Thome hit? Ironically, and of course, a fastball. But Slider was not the first victim of a stricken year for AL Mascots. An ordinary move, a tragic result. The Mariner Moose hits the wall real hard. It's a fractured ankle.
He will always be remembered as the #1 guy. He's having an MVP year, and he's going to be sorely missed.
The irony, of course, is that the Moose was hurt on a play successfully executed night in and night out throughout the game. But not this time. Not with this wall. What happened? A momentary lapse of concentration? Balding tires? Or could it have been insufficient padding on the Kingdome outfield wall? In one season, Griffey, Moose. Coincidence? How can anyone think so? And these 2 stars were not the year's only victims. Rally of the Braves laid low by a driver with an itchy accelerator foot. Sir Slapshot of the IHL Atlanta Knights, brutally attacked by Cincinnati coach Don Jackson. Add this to the traditional risks of mascotdom: cornering problems from the rack and pinion braking systems now in use, unsympathetic uniformed personnel, equipment poorly designed, poorly maintained, problems caused by alcohol, lingering depth perception issues, and worst of all, the eruption of the tension from the high pressure to get and keep their roster spots to stay ahead of the mascot rat race. Yes, the scourge that is mascot-to-mascot violence, an epidemic seen in every sport, in every league, in every context.
Can't we all just get along?
And lastly, public shame. First the Pittsburgh Pirate Parrot, and then his new colleague, the Pittsburgh Pirate himself, arrested in midsummer for after-hours swashbuckling with a woman in a public swimming pool, buck naked. 2 greats for whom, on its eve, the promise of a World Series had become a lost dream.
I'd like to think the club is rallying around in their thinking process and saying, let's win one for the Moose.